What's up, YouTube? Expedition 33. Hopefully this run can make it past Lampmaster.
Alright,
That'd be nice.
Go. I'll accompany you there. Are you
That would make me
ready
very
to see her
happy.
again?
Yeah.
And I love how he's still just the sketchiest part of the run
I set up these
after all this
grapple
time.
shelters. Nice, huh?
Like, there's only
Tell
one
us,
other
I sort of
part, really,
Borrowed the
that
hooks
kinda
from the
scares me.
Expedition Academy.
and it's
Come on, Gustav,
Renoir's
speed up a bit.
Renoir 2's
So if you will have
Gradients,
already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
where you, like, slams down those orbs. Slams downs.
Can't believe Sophie already turned 33.
English.
She looks so much younger than you.
But,
Thanks.
yeah, like,
She's popular.
in general, everything
she
else in the
already
run
has
is
an
pretty
influence on
controlled,
the
and, like, I have a good grasp on how to do everything. It's
You're a
just
Yeah.
I know
that
what you
one
mean.
attack
Come
from
on.
Lampmaster. The
And-
fucking
All right.
attacks with both arms. Even dodging it doesn't really, resolve the issue. It kind of just creates a bigger problem, because then I'm just, overconfident. Because I know I have a little bit more wiggle room. Yeah, it's just... Lampmaster is still the scariest part of the run. At least for any percent.
Alright, I saw
Obviously, he's nowhere near as scary as, like,
The
Simon,
plaza is
or,
lively.
like, any of the
What people
post-game
like to
fights.
celebrate the
but-
gommage is still a mystery to me, but oh well. The red and white tree. I've always found it
Like, pretty
peaceful.
much as soon as we get Verso,
Don't really understand.
like, with Verso and Mael together, and Lune having Lightning Dance, by
Clearly,
that
you
point,
never got
we're
over
just
her.
OP as fuck.
Why'd you wait until today to
And
say
then, like,
something?
very, very shortly you get
It's a bit
Resplendent
late, isn't it?
Catalyst, Incompetent Fighter, Glass Cannon, and, like, pretty much all your characters are doing damage cap on every single hit, even free aim. So the Monolith is pretty simple in that way, too. It's just, like, that you don't have as much to work with for Lampmaster.
I'm fine.
Hmm.
I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
You will be.
But yeah, I'm not really watching the state of play thing. I'm sure if there's any good announcements, I'll see it later on, or tomorrow.
You two would make a cute couple.
I mean, if there's something
Sometimes
cool, then
I
great.
feel sorry for
I got a snippet of that
Who?
God of War Faye game
The
I
painter.
made a post about.
her. Look at her.
We'll see, I guess.
She looks
Yeah, we'll see.
sad.
I'm excited for that Wolverine game.
Stuck in the same.
I'm excited for Mortal Shell 2. But, like, the thing is, there's a lot of games that I want to play, but as a content creator, I've kind of realized there's only so many games that are worth my time at this point. Like, even Expedition 33 here, I had to do some fucking research on this game, because I was actually kind of a hater before I watched the streamer, and, like, I learned to love the game before I even played it because of the music, and, you know, just because of his reactions and the way he was approaching it, just, like, difficulty-wise. Sekiro speedrunner,
For your field, they'll oh,
and,
I shall fate.
and never.
I can do that.
you know, it kind of,
Promise.
showed me the fun zone for this game before I even played it.
She's probably alone,
And-
as usual.
Like, that's kind of what I need nowadays, is to just know that your game has an engaging fucking fun zone that I can keep going back to repeatedly in different ways. And
I know you.
If anyone.
So do
No, I don't.
Emma think.
Lumia has
I don't know, I'm weird like that.
Right.
Shush.
Doubly.
I'm not like a one and done type of gamer anymore.
Quick this time.
That's not even to say, like, I want my games to be like Elden Ring length.
Darling sister.
I just want my games to be fucking
Kill me if I don't
replayable,
say goodbye.
you know? Like, Resident Evil 9, man, I was so hopeful for that game. And like Grace's first half, like was honestly so awesome for me. Right, like it kind of brought back the inventory system of the older games, and like I was actually kind of scared in some parts. It actually felt horror, and it kind of like on a first playthrough, it felt like a combination of all the best parts of all the games. But on further inspection, it's just so safe, and it doesn't do anything different, and it has no balls. Resident Evil 9 has no fucking balls. I think this one streamer, Ekdisis, kind of echoed that sentiment. And yeah, like I don't want to speed run it, I don't want to challenge run it, and it's a damn shame because I fucking loved Resident Evil 4 Remake. I loved playing Resident Evil 5 back in the day with my friends, and like Capcom in general has been known for great replayability in their games, so it's kind of weird. That's all I'm asking for, guys. More Resident Evil 4 Remake type stuff. Devil May Cry, Dante Must Die difficulty. Right. Like, yeah, fuck, dude. I would go so hard into a Devil May Cry 6. I probably should be playing Devil May Cry 5, because I've never played it yet. That probably should be high on my priority list. Just haven't gotten around to it. You did not only the game but yourself, you didn't grow, you didn't improve, took a shortcut, you gained nothing. Blah blah blah. Every time I use dodge. It's kind of weird, like, you can run the most broken build possible, where you're doing like billions of damage. But, you know, if you dodge instead of parrying, people will say that you're, playing it on easy mode. It's like... It's crazy. It's like, it's kind of like Elden Ring. You know, it's like, you know, what kind of builds are they running? You know, talking about Magic Build being easy mode. Fucking Starfist. Guts Greatsword with Lion's Claw. I don't know, like, I used to be a gatekeeper myself. And, like, a certain element of gatekeeping is, like, kind of required for difficult games like this, right? Like, I'm definitely tired of watered-down difficulty in games that I've always known to be hard. But,
Nice.
like, in regards to, like, the get-good mentality for, like, Souls players, or, like, oh, you have to play the game in this way or it doesn't count. You know, like, I've grown to detest that, even though I used to kind of be that way myself.
Get ready.
Like, I still remember, not even that long ago, I, like, found it so confusing as to how, my friends, like in real life, could hate Sekiro. They despise Sekiro, and like in my mind, I'm thinking skill issue, skill issue. Like you just don't like it because you're not good enough. And then like my friend broke it down in a way that like really made me understand like that it's just preference, right? Right, and like it kind of seeps into your real life mentality, this get good thing. And it really is like toxic gatekeeping for no reason.
Trees over there.
Like, oh, if you don't like Sekiro, it must be because that you just don't,
Well, that will help.
I don't know, but have the capability of appreciating it. But that's just not the case. Like, there is a way where I could have eased her into the systems, but like, that was where I kind of realized I'm not even that huge on Sekiro myself. It's just this game that the entire community has, praised to absolutely no end. And that's not to say that it's not a masterpiece of a game, it's just not my favorite one, right? And there are many aspects about the game that kind of aren't as replayable as the others. But, yeah, like, looking at it as they don't like the game because it's a skill issue is definitely the wrong way to look at it. It's
that will help.
It's just the parry combat, right? Like, you either find it engaging or you don't. It's unfortunately that black and white. And if you don't, like, even though it gets better, like, Sekiro's start with the chained ogre and the bull and all that shit, like, it's definitely a very rough start. But it really does get better after Genichiro. And, like, it's almost damning praise to say that. Oh, just stick with it, it gets better, right? Just stick through the bullshit, it gets better. That is something that really holds Sekiro back.
Flares!
Survivors!
Hurry!
So,
We can use that.
yeah, I guess my friend kind of taught me the toxicity of the get good mindset.
Let us stay.
And again, that's not to say that I hate Sekiro. It's just I understand more that perspective. And especially nowadays, like, I feel the oversaturation of, like, parry combat in Souls games. And just, Souls-inspired games that are trying so hard to be Sekiro without understanding what made Sekiro so great to begin with. And it's like, because it's so refined, because it's like, you either find it engaging or you don't. It's made for a target audience. That's what makes it different.
This will be useful.
And, like, the balls on Miyazaki to make Sekiro, knowing how much of a departure it was, like, even just from Bloodborne. And then... like, that's kind of what really makes Sekiro the best one, in a way. From, like, a unique, individual design perspective. Just how drastically different it is from all the others. And how well it succeeds at what it does. But, yeah, again, like, replayability is kind of, like, number one for me, so that's why I still put Bloodborne number one, and the music.
Let the ink flow. Ready to evade.
Level 4? Yeah.
Ready to evade.
God damn you. You've done a smidgen of HP.
Well, that will help. Take cover!
Now!
Ready to evade.
Alright. Nice. 3 times.
Dodge Kassav.
Wait, was that his second turn or third turn? I don't know. Never mind. I never even pay attention to the turn order, if I'm being honest. My turn just comes up and I'm like, oh, do I have enough AP? Oh, fuck.
Let the ink flow. Ready to evade.
He's gonna shield up here.
Careful. He's building up chroma.
We expect him to do that, though.
Feel the burn. I'll do it.
Fucking slugfest. It's a slugfest. Get the fuck out of this fight. Please get me out of this fight. Whatever. That's what happens when you take too many dabs before stream.
Dangerous. Must fall!
See, and that's the beauty of this game. It doesn't even matter. I can stay locked in even if I'm blazed as fuck. To be fair, that's kind of most games, though. I just kind of become a zombie and forget how to English.
Nice.
You know, it probably would be a smarter idea to just fight the Chromatic Boy before a Vec. Because, God, that was so fucking slow. I guess it was also just bad targeting. You really had it out for Lune.
This one looks dangerous.
Let me help.
I'll do it.
Take him down.
Feel the burn.
Get ready.
Any hits so far? No, we just started. It's just the first area.
I'll do it. A storm is coming.
Once again, absolutely no Gustav targeting. Okay, sure, why not? Might as well just do a solo Lune run at this point. Most of these chromatic bosses are pretty chill. Some of them can be kind of scary. You know, like, I act like everything's pretty much free in Act 2. But, some of the optional chromatic boys that I choose to fight, they throw a wrench into that. Like the one in the Barrage Island. The Great Sword Boy in Seren's Island. Yeah, that one scares me a little bit too much. I don't even like fighting that guy. Especially because there's 2 Patanks in that area anyway.
So, the message said head north to the weird corals.
And a door in a hut.
So, like, there's definitely, still some scary parts left outside of just the main bosses. That's for sure. Come on, you fuck.
Take him down.
Dodge Cassell.
Bitch.
Feel the burn.
I'll do it.
I guess that's
G fucking G.
An advantage. It's been a long day.
I remember
Should make
Ainrun specifically talking about how fucked up that enemy was. How many
Won't find
resets that he
my
had to that
elf
enemy.
dead.
It's like, hey, not to roast the guy. It's just when you approach it with dodges instead of parries, because the hitbox is very fucked up, it's nowhere near as bad. It's a much higher consistency rate. So it's like, yeah, sure, you can approach this game parry only, but like, why? I guess, like, for the added difficulty of shit like that, I guess? I don't know. Like, for me, I find, like, setting up my skills and, like, the buffs and debuffs and all of that, you know, putting Mael in Virtuo stance and setting up Powerful and Lune stains, all of that I find far more satisfying than just parrying the boss. Right? Just setting up the damage to where I just nuke the boss all at once. That's my shit. I don't know how many other people feel that way.
Well, that will help.
But then again, like, that's the beauty of the game, is that there's a lot of ways to approach it.
Species.
Doesn't
You
matter.
probably also approach it and, like, just
My own.
stack a fuck ton of burns from all your characters. You do, Dicardo? I saw this one post from Square Enix that said, like, the lesson that they took away from Expedition 33 was that people really love parry combat. Not even that turn-based can work in a modern era. And, like, that's so out of touch, it's insane. Right? It's like, yeah, sure, parries are really satisfying in this game, but that's not, like, the main event, in my opinion. There are so many other reasons why this game is so successful other than just the parries. And again, like, that's why we have the difficulty modes, right? Because some people don't jive with the parries. It's even, they explain it right in the descriptions. Intended difficulty with challenging combat. Enemies deal no more damage, and dodges and parries are encouraged but not mandatory. Recommended for players who enjoy turn-based games. It's right there, man.
Those mines.
Tells you that you don't have to parry. Now, on expert, of course you do. You get my point, right? It says that that's the intended difficulty as well. Yeah. Yeah, I see that in the speedrun too. And, like, there's a reason for that, because they don't want to over-damage the boss, I think. I don't actually know the reason, I'm just assuming that's the reason. But, yeah, I mean, parries... Like, there's virtually no reason not to parry, unless you just... you're not confident with the timings, which is a totally valid reason in and of itself. But, like, from a practicality standpoint, you should always parry. It's just sometimes, you know, like, I don't know, maybe you want to keep the mark active, right? So that Mael can get off Pierce. Or, yeah, you just don't want to send the boss into their next phase. So you just don't parry and you dodge instead. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. But... yeah, like, I used dodges a few times in this run.
Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It says in the fucking message screen, dodging is easier than parrying. By like 3 frames. And it lulls you into this false sense of security. I have lost so many runs from just thinking that I had that extra bit of wiggle room. I was just talking about this. And, yeah. Lost so many runs from that when, like, if I had just parried instead, it would have actually been safer. Because there's, like, an audio cue, right? And if you go based on that, rather than, just winging it, then it goes a lot better. Okay, so you get dead energy, you get augmented attack. So you want, what's it called? Augmented aim and versatile. You want staggering attack and what else? Exposing attack. Okay.
How did you find me?
There was a message at the indigo tree.
Do you know who left it?
A message? Maybe.
no.
Again. All right.
Danger! Feel the burn.
What? Where is Swift? Did I not get Swift Stride? Oh, Krim, what the fuck?
Let the ink flow.
Did it.
900 burns. Sorry, 11 burns, 900 burn damage. It is quite satisfying stacking up insane burn damage in this game. I still have yet to run, like, the billion damage Mael build that everyone talks about with Burning Canvas. But I should do that one day. I'm just a sucker for Lune. What can I say? I love Lightning Dance. I love setting up Lightning Dance. Feels great. She really is, and her stain system is so cool once you understand how it works. Right, with how the light stain can apply to everything, and like just getting insane damage out of just fucking Rock Slide. In the next fight, we're gonna be doing like 3.5k per. So, you know, having access to consistent 6,000 damage this early is insane. Now, yeah, sure, Mael has Pierce, but that's only for one attack, right? And, yeah, just from the get-go, you can make Lune broken if you know what you're doing.
This will be useful.
Maybe broken's the wrong word, but very powerful. Mael and Verso kind of feel... Mael much more so than Verso, but both of them are kind of more broken.
Guess we found 68.
But Lune...
There's a path through the boat.
She can be broken when you know what you're doing with her. I've definitely heard most people say that they think she's the weakest character. And I can see why. On my first playthrough, I felt that way. Because all I was doing was just spamming fire. Just like, why is she doing such shit damage? Because you don't understand the way her stains work. Right, but then once you do...
Nice.
It's forging something. So they have intelligence.
I do wish she had more spells to work with, though. Because, like, after she gets Lightning Dance, there's really no reason to use anything else. Like, there's Elemental Genesis for AoE, but Lightning Dance actually does more damage, believe it or not. So, yeah, I just kind of wish that she had some other stuff to work with. You know, like cooler ice spells, cooler earth spells. Or just more stuff. But the amount of stuff she has is cool. Bada bang, bada boom.
Great. Perfect.
Do I feel it's a PB run?
So
Too early to say. At this
like
point, Lampmaster is the gatekeeper of that, Ticardo.
Yeah.
So, genuinely, I won't
It's
know
gigantic.
if I'm even on a PB run until I get past Lampmaster in Stonewave Cliffs. I try to rush him as soon as I can, for that reason. He's, like, genuinely the only, like, scary or inconsistent part of the run for me at this point, but... Yeah, as soon as I get past him, then I'll be a lot more competent in the run. Still some sketchy parts, but... Like, and that's actually kind of tame, because after watching other no-hit and no-damage runs, like, there is a lot of, reset points like that.
Melancholy beauty.
So,
Alone
like, I actually kind of feel blessed that it's just that part of this run. Like, watching Ninten try to grind out Kingdom Hearts 2 and getting up to 1k Heartless, and just, I think that's like a solid 2 hours into the run, and then 1k Heartless is just less than a coin flip, actually. It's, feels bad, even as a viewer. Oh, Pierce. Got to grab this Picto.
This'll be useful.
I'm just gonna get my L to level 10 here. Let's get to that even 30 might. Get a Rain of Fire. Go boom. And then we go boom. And then we pierce.
Well, that will help.
Finesse and Grace. I'll turn around for a second.
Well, that will help.
So Gustav gets Dead Energy, Marking Shots. Should I give her Marking Shots? I mean, whatever. There's no reason to, but there's no reason not to, so... maybe if that gives me more chances to apply Mark for my L, sure. But, like, with Gustav having the Mark ability, again, that's why you just, play it more smart. Play it more smart, yeah. And you also speak more smart, right? That should be pretty much good, right? Oh, a little bit more. 2 more encounters, probably. Seems like I don't do this with every area. Just the ones that are chill. The ones where I don't have to do too much effort to kill them quickly. Like, even if I have to parry them, it's not a big deal. Just as long as I can do it quickly. I'm starting to feel like Forgotten Battlefield actually isn't that good of an idea to grind there. Especially because we fight those super bosses. I don't know if you can call them super bosses, but tanky boys right before we get to Forgotten Battlefield. Mael's got the plus 13, Verso's got the plus 12. Yeah, there's really no reason to grind in Forgotten Battlefield. I can just rush to Old Lumiere. God damn it. Whatever. She doesn't need level 10, I guess. Do a rock slide.
Let me help.
So we're gonna exposing attack with Lunaire right here. $6.4K non-crit. Nice. So... I mean, was there a point to that? Probably not. It's just a waste of 2 AP. I thought I was being smart. I probably should have reapplied Powerful there instead. That was stupid.
Ready to evade. The element's gone.
No, Mark.
For those who come after.
Alright, so I guess we're not doing 3.5K quite yet, at least not on a non-crit. But very shortly, Lune will be doing 3.5K. I think with just like 2 upgrades. By the time that we reach Lampmaster, Luna is going to have a plus 9, and she should be doing like fucking at least 4.5K on non-crits to 5K. Like, more than enough to send it, even if I get horribly unlucky with the crits. I'll upgrade this weapon first, because just has more base damage.
At least we can upgrade our Pictos.
Did Noko tell you anything more about the village, other than red trees everywhere?
Noko's not great with specifics.
We'll just have to think like Jestrels, then. I don't even care about him getting shields. Perfectly fine. I mean, even though he's already marked. Lucky. Why not? You take that. I don't really know what to give you right now. You can just save the AP. I guess I can give you Breaker once you'll learn it. Or once the party learns it, rather. Mael's good, I feel. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, next we just want everybody to learn Energizing Jump for the one boss on the world map. And then Augmented Counter. We want everybody to have that. And then from there, it's First Strike. And that's the last thing everybody needs for a while. Take it up to +2. It'll be really good for right now. I'll save the other two for later. And Luna and Gustav don't really need much more than a +3 for right now. I guess I'll give him Shatter. There's some situations where I want to use Shatter, where like he doesn't have any overcharge. I'm trying to save up. Gustav just really doesn't have much going on. He's just the only character with powerful, so has to be there.
Get ready.
CL eventually gets powerful. And Defenseless just by itself is pretty much powerful enough. But, yeah, I like having Gustav here. It also just feels good marking shot into Pierce. It's just direct, very fast. Holy shit.
Let the ink flow.
Hey, oh my girl.
Perfect.
This will be useful. These things are fascinating.
How do they even stand?
Bye-bye, bitch.
Ugh, this place is confusing.
They built it to make their village harder to find.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Okay, so we're not going to get her in Virtuous quite yet. I'm going to build up that break bar first.
Get ready.
Let the ink flow.
Get ready.
Should be able to ice him right here. We can ignore that next cannon turn. Oh, never mind. Worth a shot. Probably should have used Defenseless there instead.
For those who come up.
Dude. Okay, so because we missed the weak point like 5,000 times. Oh, Lune, I love you. Alright, so you get this and place a critical burn.
This will be useful.
An advantage.
Alright, I guess I can give my L stun boost here. No reason for her to lug around marking shots.
Perfect.
You know, I've never even watched other runners' strats for this. I have no idea how they approach it, what party they use, or what their strats are. Like, I know that they go out of the way to get Gamage for my L, which is understandable. Nowadays, Lune can just nuke so fast. No need to do that.
Great.
I don't know, I've also never watched, like,
It's
the super bosses.
Gestrels.
They seem better at surviving than
I
humans.
have no idea what the strats are
Because
for,
intelligence is not a
just
prerequisite
trivializing those
for
fights.
It was
Doombag,
There are so
We need to get...
humano,
others have put
Doombag,
a whitehead.
Surimoto,
You know him.
Iosanov, Nimaku,
So ask.
Kimotira, Kinikakowa,
why?
Esketira,
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that weird little debuff, right? The thing where it makes it so you do 1 damage until the very last hit, and then, like, you combine that with a Picto, and, like, it boosts it by 600% or some shit,
For survival on the continent.
right? And so, like, that's how they get the really massive damage. I never liked that. You know, even though that is the meta, I never liked that. Dawa.
Let's dance. Let's dance.
No sealed fate, please. Of course. All 3 of them were dodges, so that means I would have fucked up all 3 of them if I went for parries. Miss me with your dodges are easy mode bullshit, okay?
Let's dance.
That attack is sketchy as fuck. And the thing, I wasn't even trying to, like, use the extra wiggle room there. There are some attacks where I just feel like they are so inconsistent without dodges.
Thank you.
Just because, like, the tell for them is just either non-existent or... I don't know, I'm just dumb when it comes to those attacks. Lampmaster is probably one such case. But I have heard this from a lot of other runners.
Nice.
Where, like, Lampmaster in particular just has fucked up tells for his attacks.
Interesting.
Lovely.
Come on it! Every run, we gotta say hi to Lorien Eso. God bless you, Lorien Testard.
Useful.
So yeah, that energy upgrade makes it so it heals for 5 instead of just 3. So that's pretty huge. There's another one right before Forgotten Battlefield that makes it heal for 9 APs. Or maybe it's 7, actually. It's just 7, but you pretty much always have at least 2 AP, so my brain is just like, yeah, so that one makes it max. I ain't scared of you bitches.
Take cover.
Don't fuck with my L, bro. Don't fuck with my L. We should probably just full pump the damage on my L. Lune, though... Hold on, now. Does her ice weapon... Okay, so defense gives me a little bit of crit rate. And the weapon also scales with it. But, like... It has a D. So, we can switch off to a different weapon. I think her ice weapon might come with a little bit of, crit rate to it. However, I feel like the smart play is just half luck. We need to boost the odds of her critting as much as possible. See, and like the no hit doesn't have to worry about that shit, right? Because they just use critical moment and self damage with wildfire. Or they use the death bomb Picto. Still save them.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
We can debrief along the way. Let's head
I
east
always
to
found no
Destiny's
damage
Nest.
to be more interesting than no hit for that reason. Like, no hit, you just kind of delete the boss by any means necessary, even if they don't get a single chance. No damage, I feel like, requires like more of a it requires more knowledge over the game, I feel like, because like you can't just nuke as easily. You have to have backup strats upon backup strats and like be ready for every eventuality. In my experience, anyway. But I guess when it comes to Elden Ring, like the only difference is just Ritual Sword versus RTSR.
Interesting.
In older games, like there were a lot of differences, like completely different routing because you're avoiding fall damage, and for that reason, like you have to worry about different enemy types, and like in the case of Farron Keep, like it's a completely different route to avoid those enemies. Whereas like in No Hit, like you don't even care about the environmental damage. You just do the direct route right through, the same that the speedrun
Are
does.
you okay, Maya?
I don't know. Getting a bit of deja vu again.
Light here. It feels a little... I don't know. Yeah.
This will be useful.
The more information we get, the more questions I have.
You okay, Sia?
Yeah. Esquier is surprising. Oh, lovely.
Say goodbye, Francois. Precise strike, bitch.
Okay,
All this,
take it. But no.
but you...
Scram!
Alright, so who takes this? I guess you. Energizing jump. Energizing jump. Breaker.
Francois and Esquier are very different from Gestrels and Nevrons.
You think the Paintress created them too?
If not, who else?
Maybe they came from another world. That line will always remind me of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why. Just the way she says it just always reminds me of Destiny Islands. And like Riku saying to Sora, and suppose there are other worlds. Man, I used to be such a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. Like 1, 2, and even Chain of Memories. I'm a Chain of Memories defender, I don't care. The cards were annoying, but like it was a fun enough and unique enough system. Like, compared to pretty much everything else that came after. I don't know, like, 3 I do feel like is a bad game, for a multitude of reasons that I kind of don't want to get into, but, like, they mentioned that they're planning on wiping the slate clean with KH4. Or, like, how do I word that? Like, they mentioned that, like, they're trying a completely new approach, and, you know, a more serious approach, and, like, kind of, like, admitting that KH3 didn't really go as planned. Or as well as they would have hoped. And, I don't know, it's just, when it comes to Square, I just don't trust them as a company anymore. Even though Nomura was responsible for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I just don't know if it's the same Nomura as back in the day. You know, as Virgil says, where's your motivation? Where's your fucking motivation, Nomura? So, like,
This will be useful.
I really have no expectations for KH4. If it turns out to be fun, cool. But, and like,
Great.
you could probably just make up the argument, oh, well, Kingdom Hearts was always cringe, and it was never actually good, and it was only because you played it as a kid, and you have your nostalgia glasses on. Like, it still had great combat, it has great music, and, like, I still consider that, like, part of Square Enix's golden era, if you want to call it that. Like, pretty much, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, Kingdom Hearts 1, and also Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, even though it was a departure, and also Final Fantasy fucking 13! Fuck all the haters, man. Like, yes, it's not on the same level of quality as 10 or anything that came before it. I will concede that it is not as good of a game as everything that came before it, including Kingdom Hearts. But, like, I would say that was, like, the last great game from Square. And, like, from that point on, they just, like, stopped caring. And it became more about the profit. Then enter this game, which is the answer to all of our prayers for over 2 decades. It's no wonder why it fucking exploded.
I'm the fastest.
Also, I should probably upgrade. Whatever. I'll just grab the mats from this place. I think I need to anyway for Luna.
Well, that will help.
It's like, it makes me feel bad to criticize like modern FF games because there's a lot of people that have never touched a Final Fantasy, and they're all about 16. Because like, I don't know, it probably does have really good music. I've never actually like sat down and listened to the tracks for 16,
An advantage.
but I trust Nobuo Uematsu, and like I know Square Enix by this point. They always have great music. And like Ben Starr, I'm sure sells the role with his voice acting. So I'm sure there's aspects to love about 16, but from what I've seen, it's just a poorly done Devil May Cry that doesn't even capture the essence of Devil May Cry. And not only that, not only is it like an offense to people who fucking love Devil May Cry, it's an offense to Final Fantasy fans, because there are no RPG elements at all. So it's like, it kind of is like that one old guy with the skateboard meme where it's like, hey, fellow kids, what are you up to today? Right, like that's the vibes that modern Square is giving off. They're just trying so hard to appeal to a modern audience, all the while their core audience is just fucking cringing at everything they're doing.
Nice.
Or, they're like doing the Nintendo fan approach where they're just closing their eyes to everything they do. I'm not one of those people.
A shrine to the paint.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was the last fucking straw for me from them.
And someone built her
Well,
a shrine.
okay, I should say I was willing to see where they were going with FF7 Remake until they did what they did with Aerith, and that was the true final straw. But
You might try anything.
in regards to Kingdom Hearts, I just lost all faith in them. After waiting, what was it? I mean, if you really wanna, like be serious in how long I was waiting, it was from the end credits theme, or the final end credits scene of Kingdom Hearts 2, where they get that message in a bottle, and the king says, "Oh, he still needs you, Sora," and then you find out years later they made some side game called Recoded. But basically, I was waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 since the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Fucking back in 2006. And in 2019, finally got it, and that was the product they put out.
This will be useful.
And yeah, sure, they made Birth by Sleep, they made fucking Dream Drop Distance, they made all of these goddamn side games that nobody really wanted. But they did it anyway. And everybody says, oh, you need to understand the story. The story's so complicated. You need 5 million side games to understand. No, you fucking don't! Actually, though. They could just explain it all in optional lore bits.
An advantage.
Genuinely, you can go from KH2 to KH3 and just read a wiki on all the other side games without any consequence
Like old times.
at all.
eh?
Chain of Memories is probably the most important one, but in regards to Xehanort, the game tells you exactly who he is from the very start. God, I could rant about this fucking series for days, man. But I mean, we'll see where they go with KH. We will see. My hope was that they learned from Expedition 33, and even if they don't want to go turn-based, I hope they just, go back to writing good stories. That's all. Well-written stories with compelling characters and not cringe characters. I'm looking at you, Noctis. And again, like, I want to love Ben Starr's performance for Clive, but, like, he feels so... Like, he tries so hard to be serious that it's hard to take him seriously. To me, it's like the same thing as Christian Bale's Batman. Joker, you need to answer for your crimes. You've killed the last innocent. Like, basically, that's the way it sounds to me. It's just trying so hard to be serious that it's fucking hilarious. But it's ironic because I love Ben Starr as Verso and Kazan. It's just as Clive. Yeah. Sorry, Ben. Love you. But again, it's not even Ben's fault. It's like, it's the direction that Square wanted him to go. Like, he's trying so hard to be like Dante. Here I am just ranting about random bullshit, dude.
Useful. Well, that will help.
Bitch. Come on. Kill this guy for Perilous Parry. Some rocks, bitch.
An advantage.
Who gets this shit? Yeah, everybody wants first strike. My L's gonna need a little bit more for marking shots. Gustav needs 4 more? Okay, so we just take off that energy there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Yellow Harvest before I fight Lampmaster. Some more polished chrome is there. There's a Picto that gives me a lot more speed. Like, I hate this. I want to fight Lampmaster right now and just get it out of the way. But... No barrel roll! But, just not smart.
Great.
Here we are. The great backtracking. I mean, no, it's not that far. It's not that far away. It's only 45 seconds. I don't know how long it is, but... Your average Souls run back be like... Come on. Yeah, it would definitely help if this game had some kind of homeward bound feature.
That Nevron is the size of a mountain.
Not really sure how they could implement that,
Eating
but
the mountain.
it would be nice if I could just go back to the last flag. God, I love the music here.
We can use that.
Useful.
Gotta take every advantage you can for a run like this, guys. You think 21 polished chromas is enough? One would think. Alright, so she doesn't really need energizing jump as much as the others, so fuck it, we ball. Gustav does have the +6, right? Okay. Fuck it, we ball. Quad 9 only did that much, huh? Oh, that was a late dodge there. Wow, weakness crit 1.3k, huh? Somehow I don't believe that's his weakness. Yeah, fucking kidding me, right? He didn't even do his basic combo one time there. That was crazy. Yeah, you take this. I guess we could get augmented counter real quick. Might as well. Save that 1 point. Lightning Dance, finally. That's a Forte. Now again, I can't use either Mezzo Forte or Verso's Overload. Because self-damage is damage. My health bar cannot get touched in any sort of way. In some ways, no damage is stricter, but in other ways, it's a lot more freeing. At least in Soul game, because, like, fucking, like, little roars from Malekith and, yeah, stuff that, like, staggers you, that counts as a hit. And, like, I could count that as a hit. for no damage, but or reset because of that. But you know, I'm operating under the rule set of if my health bar doesn't get touched, then it doesn't matter. Actually, best case scenario. Hello, Dee. So, you'll look around this, I guess. Oh, Gustav still needs another Pecto. I guess I'll give him Competent from Stonewave Clips. Fight this little chromatic boy up here. Come on. What's up, Skyrunes? I'm almost to the heaviest reset point of the run, and the sketchiest point. Trying to get as set up as humanly possible, only for him to just do the two-handed attack immediately, and for all these efforts to be in vain. But we're gonna have positive vibes, and hopefully he doesn't fucking do that shit, right? Hopefully Lampmaster lets me have a run today.
Let me help.
Bro got off one attack and died. Five free Luminas. Alright, so we're about ready for Lampmaster. Could you imagine if I did all of that and then I forgot to fucking upgrade my weapons? That would be such a me thing to do. Get up to the Lampmaster fight and be like, but why is my damage so shit? No damage run is insane. It's a lot more feasible in this game than most games. Like, before I even played the game, I watched this interview with a developer who, or I should say the director, who said that he, like, wanted to design a game that was as possible, that he just wanted a game to be, like, no-hittable. Like, in his own words. He said, throughout development, no-hit was heavy on his mind. So, like, it shows. Like, this element of control that we get in these fights, it's amazing. But, you know, obviously we have to know how to deal with every single attack. You know, that's a prerequisite. And, you know, we have to know where to go to pick up all the good Pictos and set up everybody's Luminas and shit for that. Which reminds me, I need to do that. And yeah, it's just a matter of having good strats and executing those strats. That's the main difficulty with this run. It's all knowledge-based. Once you know, you know. And I bring you mortals the fire of the kindness of my heart. How many hours do I have on Expedition now? I think like 1,200 now. This has been like the only game I've been playing like the last fucking year. Yeah, I took a little bit of a break for the last 2 months. And I came back. And yeah, dude, when I go hard into games, I go hard into games. I'm not the kind of person who likes constantly switching off of games and I don't know, like just chasing the next best thing. When I play a game, like there are some exceptions, but 99 times out of 100, whenever I stream a game, it's because I like absolutely love it. And I like the games that I like to play, I like being knowledgeable and good at them. And yeah, just knowing my shit, I guess. So, I guess it's unavoidable gathering that many hours when you play one fucking game over the course of a year. Like, and that doesn't mean that I know life it either. Like, I do have a job. It's just I'm only interested in one game. And before this, it was Elden Ring. Right? From 2022 to 2024. You know, like, until I got, like, burnt out of the game. Elden Ring was the only game that I played, and I accumulated, like, 5,000 hours for that reason. So you would think that I'm, like, as good as Gino for that reason, but no. I am not. Yeah, had a huge Elden Ring addiction. Yeah, what I just said. Ditto. It's a very addicting game. Yeah, I think we're good. Just to be sure. Bloodborne addiction, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I definitely went through a Bloodborne phase. Quad 9, baby!
Ready to play. I'm ready.
Quad 9. So that's 7.3, 8.1. Yeah, investing into luck was a good idea. I don't have enough to reapply powerful, fuck. That's what he's supposed to fucking do, bro. Now I do. Now I do. So Mael can just take care of this trial. Once again, I say this every time, but if you fail the trial on purpose, then he will always do the Massive Sword of Light. Always, 100% of the time. Married to Bloodborne, though. Alright, please, you piece of shit, die to Lightning Dance. This weapon is +9. Okay. We have a run! We have a fucking run! It's like, God, when the fight goes well like that, it makes it seem like I'm worried over nothing and I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but then he uses the attack. He uses the stupid two-handed attack and just... I swear to God, I have like a 40% success rate with it. Thank you, Skyruns.
Something's going on up there. Escape! Get us up there!
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah. And like, there's no way to skip this part either. You have to watch it every time. So like, if for some reason somebody wanted to, you know, watch a no damage run before playing the game themselves, it's just like, oh yeah, so that happens to Gustav. That's why I always tell people, like, play this game blind, don't look anything up until, like, you get stumped. You know, play everything blind until you're, confused as to how to, like, set your shit up. Like, if that happens to you. I've heard a lot of people, you know, say that they, like, have difficulty setting up builds without a guide. I feel that. Not Robert Pattinson. Yep. Alright. I kind of hate how, Verso doesn't carry over the stats from Gustav. It has bitten me in the ass quite a few times. So, Gustavo looks like Robert Pattinson? A little bit, a little bit. We get recoats like... recoats? We get recoats like candy in this game, so... A B in defense. We get a little bit of crit rate from defense, and we get a little bit of speed, yeah? Oh. Well, fuck. Whatever. Whatever. These are literally all the skills that we're going to need for Verso. Just leadership, powerful, marking shot, and perfect break. And then way later, we'll get him Endbringer, because Endbringer costs a lot of APs, and that builds up Gradient. But other than that, he's just fucking free aim base attack, free aim base attack. So like the white hair guy and Gustavo fused danced. I'm assuming you never played Expedition. Well, what's... The white hair guy and Gustavo fused dance? Verso... The thing is, the devs had to kill off Gustav to introduce Verso. Because, like, Verso is needed for the game. Like, did they fuse into one? No. But yeah, like, the Gustav, even though I've said this many times that I don't understand Renoir's motivations for why he killed Gustav, he did have to die because Verso really needed to, like, come into the fray. Like, you need that extra damage boost, and also Gustav does not have much to cook with his abilities. as soon as you get Verso, everything opens up a lot more with the combat, and it really does mark a turning point. Grab this thing here. Gustav was a goat. Yeah, again, the thing about Gustav, though, again, like, he only really has Marking Shot, Powerful, and Overcharge. Like, Overcharge is powerful, but, like, he falls off very quickly. Whereas Verso, you know, he's got that S rank, right? So, you know, Verso can dish out a shit ton of damage very easily. Like, even without using any skills. But, you know, he also comes with very powerful skills. Like, you could say the most powerful skills when you set him up the right way. Like, I definitely see in all the no-hit videos that they use Verso over Mael or Lune.
Great.
So, place a stun boost, you will get breaking counter. Well, yeah, like, I respect what they did. I just wish that they made it make more sense. Sorry. No. I wish they made it make more sense from a motivation standpoint from Renoir. You didn't play the game, you saw your big bro play it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of little details in between that, like, I actually didn't know what happened to Gustav before I played the game. I remember even asking in Mitch's chat, like, oh, what happened to Gustav? Is he on a trip to somewhere? How come Verso took Gustav's place? And thankfully, his chat didn't spoil it. But thank you, Mitch Riz's chat, for not being shitbags. But, yeah, it's a thing that happens.
Nice.
Well, that will help.
Yeah, 15k monies here, and also that Dead Energy Picto comes with 160 speed, as well as 17 crit rate. So, that's really good. It also comes with a hidden 10% damage boost. Just backseating the shit out of it, yeah.
Swimsuit on.
And, like, it's kind of hard to avoid spoilers when it comes to, like, a no-hit run or a no-damage run, because, like, anyone who's doing this shit must have played the game, like, a trillion times. Yeah, big bonk damage. Right, so it's, like, it's kind of hard to avoid talking about things like that.
An advantage.
What's your job? I wash dishes.
Time for a swim.
I am a dishwasher. It's gross, but, like, that's the thing. It's like, other people find it gross, but and, like, it is, but it's also, like, as long as you wash your hands and, like, keep yourself sanitary. Like, that's the thing. Fucking hygiene. I cannot stress this shit enough with a job like that. When you're just in contact with bacteria and germs and just, you know, shit that can make yourself sick very easily. Used to be a waiter. You know, you gotta just wash your hands constantly and, you know, keep your fucking area clean. Alright, so... Are we good for this piece of shit? want him to have Breaker. Alright. Yeah, I can imagine. It's just apply defenseless. He's a tough boy, guys. He's a tough boy. Luck stack coming in clutch, man. Fuck! You might be asking, why am I fighting this insanely hard enemy? Because he gives Mael a plus 13. An early plus 13. Health bar god. Once I get Verso to S rank, the damage is gonna go somewhere very, very quickly. Just a matter of getting there.
Watch out.
Fuck! Son of a bitch. It's also hot as actual fuck in my room all of a sudden. I know, that copium? This guy's cooking? Yeah, this guy, like, on top of giving you a fuck ton of XP and 5 Lunas, you know, that plus 13 that we get from IL. Hey, we can't get Resplendent Catalyst for a plus 10 until, by the way, Quad 9s. I didn't watch the state of play yet, no. But, we can't get that until, like, halfway through Act 2. So, being able to get a plus 13 this early, and not only that, it puts Mael in Virtuous Stance every single time she gets a counterattack, and it also applies 5 burns, which scales with her attack rating. So, this weapon is OP as fuck, but we're only going to be using it until we can upgrade Mael's other weapon that she has now. So, like, this is just going to be what Mael uses until that point. And then with the Resplendent Catalyst, I'm just going to upgrade Verso's weapon. So, we get so much mileage out of this plus 9 ice weapon on Verso. Because Verso is the one carrying the damage. You know, everybody else is just cheerleaders, pretty much. Like, Mael's applying Defenseless, and Lune is applying the burns so that we have more crit rate. But Verso is carrying the damage single-handedly. Like, even the non-crits. Even the non-crits, man. Was that 2 hits or was that 3, guys? I want to say that was 2. Can't wait for Wolverine. Yeah, I am hyped for Wolverine.
Well, that will happen.
Fucking hell. It was 2, thank you. The most unexpected game? Yeah. I stopped watching after I saw the Faye announcement. The God of War Faye announcement. I was like, whatever. There's nothing good coming around this corner, is there? So I was just like, I'll just wait. Wait till tomorrow morning to see if there's anything good. Hoping about a remastered version of Bloodborne 2 called Bloodborne New Blood. Bloodborne New Blood. And a sequel to Until Dawn? Sequel. Interesting. I liked Until Dawn. It was a decent game. I never really played it myself, but I liked, you know, how it was like multi-choice and you could affect the outcome. Oh, DMC 6! We were just talking about DMC earlier. I was like, man, I would kill to see another Devil May Cry game. And, yeah, dude, that's fucking sick. DMC 6, let's fucking go! Oh. Don't do it. Fuck you. Got me so hyped for a second. But I do need to play 5. I definitely need to do a playthrough of 5 very soon here. Hey, Kobe. So yeah, immediate Virtuo stance. Oh, yes. God, that feels so good. Feels so good. Reapply that.
Ready to parry.
Fuck with my L. See, like, yes, that fight was insanely hard for right now. I'm not gonna lie. But just look at the payoff. It's insane.
Let's carve a path.
Now, and again, the other weapon that she gets, I forget what it's called. The... what is it, Medallum? Yeah, the one from the Gestural Tournament. That lets her start the fight in Virtuo stance. The plus 10 bonus lets her get double the burns. Boss designs are really interesting and unique. Fuck yeah, they are. So, you know, even though this weapon is very strong, eventually Medallum will overtake it. And so I'm gonna want to invest into that at that point.
Careful.
Yeah, like it. They really cooked with making a turn-based game work in a modern era. Made up of cotton and an upside-down chair. Something like that. We also get a fuck ton of levels from that. We get this Picto here. And yeah. Two fucking hits. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So the PB is already fucked. Oh well. Verso just aura farming right there. Buddy is not tough. Better believe it. Oh man, do I even have enough polished chromas for Verso? I might not, actually. I mean, that's not really a big deal. Maybe a little tough. That last one, he just had a lot of health. I wouldn't say that the Chromatic Abyss is really that hard of a boss. He's just tanky as actual fuck. He has like 3 moves. Whereas that Jar guy that we fought, he had like, what, like 5 moves, I think? 4 or 5 moves? You know, and he was like weaving in the parries with the jump attacks. Like, he was a tough fucking cookie. Alright, I will spend 1 of these on Lune's weapon. Exactly 1. Yeah, and the AoE spams. He was a tough cookie. Everybody wants dead energy. Subscribe for a cookie. Alright. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Thank you for watching, guys. Alright, I'm back. Peak music. Yeah, the Act 2 world map theme is definitely my favorite out of the three. Man, that sucks. Got through Lampmaster, had the most favorable pattern possible. Fucking skill issued against the Jar Boy.
Let us
Twice.
get wet.
See, and like, that's the idea here, right, guys? Like, pretty much all of this is a skill issue, and it's a very easy thing for pretty much everybody to nail down. Just parry timings in this game. Like, they're really not
For swim,
that
swim.
demanding. And, like, there's... Imagine Expedition 33 Squell with the budget of Crimson Desert. Yeah, I would definitely like to see, like, their sequel, and I would like to see a lot more support going behind this. That would be nice to see.
Interesting.
You know, I like to see them do far grander things and, you know, just have the means to do that. Call it Expedition 99. I guess we'll just rock the ice weapon for right now. Oh, I forgot about the Patank at Eskier's Nest. I guess I'll just have to come back to that later. Yeah, I'll come back to that in post-game, I guess. Damn, I forgot.
Let us get wet.
Everyone okay?
Living in the universe would living in the universe of E33 would suck. It would be tense all the time. Well, that's the thing. Like, the people in this world, at least,
Danger!
like, there's a different reason why Gustav is sad than just the fact that he's going to die at 33, and it's, like, because he's felt so much loss, and, like, he doesn't really know what there is to live for after he lost the love of his life, and... yeah. But then, there's another way to look at that, right? Where, even though, like, life is so short, that means you have to appreciate it as much as you possibly can.
Any other tricks we should know?
And, like, appreciate your loved ones, and, like, it's actually funny, like, I think they have children a lot earlier, too, right? Because they have to. And he saw the love of his life vanish. Yeah, all the while, not only was that the love of his life, but they were years apart. And unfortunately, I can relate to that. Because, yeah, like, sometimes you just stay hung up over a girl for so long because she made such a big difference in your life that it's like, you literally do just go through a rut of years, and, like, that's what happened to Gustav. And, like, even though Sophie long since moved on, he hadn't.
Many years ago.
And,
Most likely not.
yeah, it still hurts, right? You would want to die before your loved ones? Yeah. Yeah, that's, most people, I would say. Yeah, let's not even fuck with this encounter, honestly. Well, that's the thing. Death is unpredictable. You can never know. Like, I'm the youngest in my family, but there's no guarantee that I'll be the last to die. Like, who knows if I'll get into an accident 2 years from now. You know, that's why you gotta appreciate every day as if, like, I wouldn't want to know the date of my death, I don't think, but what I'm saying is, if you knew in advance that you would die early, then what would you do with that information, Skyrunes? Would that, like, break you, or would you be like, I'm going to live the best fucking life that I possibly can during the short amount of time that I have left? Because that's your only course of action when presented with that information, right? So it's kind of beautiful in that way, as fucked up as it is. Well, and it's not the only time that the game explores that concept. You know, it does that a lot with the Verso ending as well. You know, this idea that you have to just live with what's been done to you, good or bad, because you have an entire life left to love. Can't be keeping yourself in shackles and in metaphorical prisons, right? If I knew, I would definitely be in the back of my mind, but I'm gonna appreciate every moment, be careful with myself in general, yeah. Right, and like, you gotta apply that same logic to, like, your grandparents, too. Like, the ones that you know are closer to death, because, like, at least for me, before my grandpa died, you know, I only saw him in, like, on holidays. But I wish that I, like, called him up more. I wish that I, like, spent more time with him. You know, like, he didn't die from old age, and that's the fucked up part. We all thought that he had more years left. That's the thing, you never know. You never know. Cancer's fucked up. Sometimes brain aneurysms can happen. Lots of things can happen. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was way too early. Way too early. Alright. 3 hits. Fucking hell. 1, 2, 3.
Let's carve a path.
Losing someone old hurts more than losing someone that's still pretty young. Because that comes as a shocker and you're not able to process it properly. It just sucks losing a loved one either way.
Looks like we passed the
And like,
danger zone.
that was something,
And no sign of
ironically,
special
that helped me overcome...
Oh,
Sorry, I'm gonna get deep for a second here. It helped me overcome, like, this suicidal phase that I went through. Is like I went through this process of grief over the death of both my grandma and my grandpa, and then I kind of put into perspective, like, am I gonna force that on my loved ones? Like, is life so insufferable that I want to inflict that pain onto my loved ones? And the answer is no. Absolutely the fuck not. And that's what keeps you going. I should say, that's what keeps me going. It's a hell of a motivator. I don't think we need any of this shit. I'll get Crustal Crush, though. Cloud9. How much does marking shot cost? Oh, I forgot that Lune is busted. Right. That's right, it's Act 2 now. No more baby damage. I want to continue this run, but I'm feeling demotivated after I just got that hit, and now I want to get food. And that's why this is my favorite game of all time. The combat just really never gets... It never gets old to me. Pontiff Sullivan reference, yeah. Definitely, I think they even said themselves it was like a reference to Dark Souls. And like, even the music, like, it kind of feels Dark Souls-y. And, like, it's fitting because, like, it's like a dark chapter in Mael's life right now. It's a very dark chapter after, motherfucking Gustav just died, right? And, like, I feel bad for skipping the cutscene now, but just before the fight, she's, like, having this existential crisis. And it's ironic because we were just talking about, like, this idea of suicide, right? And she has this breakdown moment where she's like, death, death, all I see is more death, I don't know if I can continue. And then Lune has to, like, come and be like, once again, when one falls, we continue. When, not if, when one falls, we continue. And then, before they can even have that heart-to-heart and really, like, process what's going on, they get met with that piece of shit, and then they have to fight for their lives. And then it's fight or flight. Right? And so, once again, that's another huge motivator, is your own demise. Your own fucking mortality is a huge motivator for staying alive, right? Because no one themselves actually wants to die. But they don't realize that they're so busy worrying about dying that they aren't living. Right? So it's just...
This the place.
It's all just very heartfelt, very deep, this whole section. Probably my favorite area of the game. We'll watch this cutscene too. interesting that you bring up that point, because they talk about that here too, in this very cutscene. And yeah, it always gets me a little bit tearful every time I watch it. Rest easy, Gustav. Be free. No more dome, only open skies. The Lord works in mysterious ways, Skyrunes. That he does. Actually, the number 33 is a very holy number.
I wish we could.
It's mentioned many times throughout the Bible.
Rest easy, Gustav.
I'll finish what you started. The Paintress, Lenoir, they will pay.
No more dome.
Just open skies, Skyrunes.
I'll save them, Gustav. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us.
You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me. Yeah.
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father.
Fuck, dude.
But to me, you were both.
And Verso being her actual biological brother makes it hit even that much harder.
And one falls.
She just doesn't know.
Thanks for being my family.
And also the fact that she was an orphan her entire life in the painted reality here. She never had a real family. Apparently she was never even chosen. And Gustav just kind of... I don't know if he adopted her, but like she said, he was a brother and a father to her in this bleak world where you only get to live not even to 40. So all that Mael has known is sadness. Sadness and death and happiness. She tries so... Even in spite of all of that, she still smiles. She still finds a way to find the beauty in things. And that's why Mael is such a great fucking character. Because in spite of all of that... Sorry, it's got me tearing up talking about this, because I really relate to Mael so much in this way. That even in spite of that, she powers through, and she smiles, and they aren't... It starts out forced, but they become legit. She's just a kid trying to survive. Yeah. Yeah, this fucking game, dude. And that's how this game cured my depression.
How far to Minoko Station?
With Esquier? Oh, should be quick.
An advantage. An advantage.
Minoko Station is to the north, not far from here.
Being an adult sucks, but I like the wisdom that comes with
Follow the
age.
tracks. It'll lead us to Minoko.
dream.
There's also a certain beauty
Gustav
in,
would have liked to see that.
aging
Is it
and
true before the
growing,
fracture, Lumiere had trains running throughout
learning
the
from your
continent?
mistakes,
Always
and being able to pass down that knowledge to others.
But no
There's a
conversation.
certain gift
Is that a growth
that
test?
accompanies wisdom, you know, Skyrunes?
They're real too.
And I wouldn't want to return to that naivete that I had as a kid. Life was easier back then, but
Useful.
life is a beautiful thing, and sometimes it requires hardships. Because the struggle paves way for the great things. The great things don't mean as much without the struggle. Fucking love this theme. Nice little palate cleanser after that really heavy moment there.
Bring it on.
Oh yeah, dude. I think this is definitely one of the most streamed songs on their Spotify playlist. Or like on people's Spotify playlist from like the Expedition soundtrack. I can see why. Fucking saxophone. You cheated not only the game but yourself. You didn't grow, you didn't improve, you took a shortcut and gained nothing, you experienced a hollow victory. Any other complaints? See, Verso actually says something when he marks. Gustav doesn't even say shit. Yeah, that was a slogfest. Just because I didn't have his right weapon out. Also, he needs combo attack 1. We never even equipped breaking shots either. Verso is a much cooler Gustav, yes. But he's actually like a completely different character. He's got different mechanics and stuff. Like, Gustav is just all about breaking them, and he just has like base damage. And Verso has a very different playstyle. But does he look like Gustav? It's probably like just a callback to like Legend of Dragoon specifically. Excuse me. Because in Legend of Dragoon, there's this character named Labbits who dies, and he's replaced with Albert, and like they look kind of identical, and they have like the same fucking stats and all that. So I don't know. That's all I got for why they look so similar. Because it's the same deal in Legend of Dragoon. That's one of the biggest influences for this game. I could be wrong though. I don't know. Could be just pulling that out of my ass. Yeah, so now we have gradient attacks. So the more APs that we use, we build up this big gradient meter. You can build it up to 3 bars, and you know, each character has their own unique gradient attack. And 3 different gradient attacks too. You gotta unlock the second and third ones by, like, talking to them at the campfire. But for the most part, we only really need to use the first gradient.
Perfect.
In fact, I think the only other instance where I'd want to use anybody else's higher tier gradient is Mael with her Gamage. Does insane damage. Everybody else,
Welcome, my friends.
it's fine. Their skills do plenty enough.
Yeah.
Is anyone still here?
Just never on.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason.
Friends, I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
It's okay, Minoko. Let's move on, shall we?
Might come back. It's all good, man. Thanks for stopping by.
How exactly did our piece
I just want to get to the later parts of the run, man.
when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries.
I just want to
had
see
more time.
Seren in the
So
monolith.
much to study here.
It's been so long.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Skyrins. Have a good one.
So, Minoko, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and cozier, livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then.
Fucking was looking at my
The
phone for a
fracture
second,
tore
sorry.
our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived. Our forests are filled with Gestrels awaiting rebirth.
Where the fuck? 1.2k hours still gets slightly lost.
Speaking of home, where do you live in Lumiere?
Alright, I think I'm gonna
Have a
take a little
bakery
bit of
near
a
the
break and make
centre.
some food. I'll come back,
Angelique's Boulangerie.
do the rest of the game,
I hate
and then I'll
that
probably
everyone-
do a little bit of post-game too.
I wonder if it's still there.
It's
I
called
might even
Materials now.
finally do
And this is
Playa
also-
Unleashed.
I never
Maybe.
said there was treasure.
I definitely want to do the dualies though. I like that fight. See, when it comes to this game, I like the fights when I understand the fights, when I understand their moveset, right? When I know what they're gonna do, and I'm familiar with the animations. But until that point, fuck that boss, right? That's just the way I feel. Fuck. Can't believe, did I just get hit to a gradient, bro? Did I actually just get hit to a gradient? I need to, like, give up my gamer card for that. I should have just used Pierce there. Why the fuck didn't I just use Pierce?
did you go? I need to find Lune and Ciel, quickly.
And also, on top of Mael being just such a well-written character and resonating with her so much personally, Jennifer English's delivery on Mael just makes it that much better. Like, she really sells the happiness and the sadness and all the layers of her character. It shows.
I'm close. This man. It's intact. Why does it feel so familiar? I know this place.
I think we watched this cutscene in the last stream, but there's just something about the way she just confronts Renoir like this that I always love. And him just like scoffing. Makes me want to pummel his face in that much more.
I knew you'd open the door for her.
Really, Verso? This was your plan? How many times must you hurt our family?
No, you don't get to lecture me on family.
Why do you refuse to see I am doing this for us? Yet you insist on rushing toward death. You're trying to stop the wrong cycle.
You're doing this for yourself.
So what I get from that,
it's easier for you to think that.
Renoir is not Verso's actual father.
Easier to betray us if I'm the villain.
Because he says, how many times do you have to betray our family? They're like implying that he's not part of the family.
You haven't told her the truth.
Though, that could also just be he's acknowledging that this is the painted Verso. And it's not the first time that painted Verso has betrayed the Desandra family.
Busy doing a bit of reading. Were you planning on sharing that this man, the man who murdered our team, is your father?
Though, how exactly Verso betrayed Renoir by doing this? No idea.
Right, can we talk about this later? I'd really like for you all to survive this.
It's fun trying to figure things out when you don't have all the pieces together. It's like trying to conjecture whatever the hell is going to happen in the next game, or what Verso's true motivations are that the game doesn't actually explain. What? I just need food, man. That's what it is. I need food. God damn it. That was so insanely early. Hell yeah! I own my homegirl. Take this, bitch. Aw. So he's just gonna waste this turn. Fully calculated. Throw one of these bitches at him though. Why not? You fucked in the asshole. Run, wall, you piece of shit. I'll probably call up a stream after this. Start up another stream after I eat. Oh no, Noko. The cute little gestural.
Everyone all right? Naka?
I guess Minoko was Noko's parent. Well, then that begs the question of, like, why was he way over in the other continent while his child is fucking endangering his life?
You are!
What is that? Will you tell me your name?
She can't even speak anymore, man. their vocal cords get... And I've heard stories of this happening in real life, of people, their vocal cords get completely damaged beyond repair after accidents like that. And that's what happened to Mael in the real world. Alicia, I should say.
Fuck!
Really interested in where they go with Alicia going forward. Again, because I acknowledge the Verso ending is canon. Like, I'm like 99% sure, because what else can they do going forward? Are they just going to focus on a completely new cast of characters that just, it happens to take place in the same universe, and they just, like, coincide somehow? Because, like, if that's the case, then okay. But I do want to see some kind of closure for Mael's story and the Desandre family. Though, if they want to take inspiration from Final Fantasy, the older Final Fantasies, and make it so every game is its contained little universe, I'd be down for that. But, you know, I feel like the Claire Obscure title kind of implies that it's like a connected universe, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching the stream, guys. I'm gonna go make some food, and then I'll start up another one. Have a go.